Do you remember back in the day when it used to be innocent until proven guilty? You know, how the media can't actually call you a criminal until you've been sentenced. It seemed pretty straightforward and it was always the way that things worked. But now that we live in clown world, that has absolutely gone out the window. Because you can see this pinned tweet from the Home Office. It's to do with the British protests that we saw in the street. But it says these criminals will face the full force of the law. And it's that word there, criminals. And it does seem like a pretty reasonable word to call them. Until you read on further, because it says there's been more than 1,000 arrests. And how things work is when you get arrested, it's essentially because the police have a suspicion. Like they might have some evidence, and they might be pretty certain. But that does not make you a criminal. Like, until they've been sentenced. They're just a regular member of the public like you and me. And to be hearing this from the Home Office, the people who are, allegedly meant to be in charge. Not just some random online. Like this, the Home Office. They're meant to play by the rules. Mostly because they're the ones that make the rules. It's the same sort of law as to what's sort of protecting Hugh Edwards at the moment. Like from all of those nicknames which are absolutely going to get used. It's the same sort of thing with Philip Schofield as well. Like you would genuinely be taken to court if you were to use certain words against Philip Schofield, because he hasn't been sentenced with anything. So to call these guys criminals, honestly, it just lets you know what they think of us. And it'd be rude not to mention where I first saw this on Twitter. It was from We Got a Problem. I'm sure you've heard of him. But he says that human rights lawyers are missing like a fart in the wind. And he says innocent until proven guilty, openly ignored by the Home Office social media team. And I'd have to completely agree. They have absolutely sold these people down the river. But what do you think? Do you think that a pinned tweet incorrectly calling the British citizens criminals when they haven't been sentenced with anything, do you think that that's a little bit too far? Or like the Home Office, do you not care about the law? And thank you for becoming one of the 45,399 subscribers.
This country has gone crazy.